Hi guys, in this video we are going to discuss about numbers, number system and real numbers of class 9 and 10. This is common introduction for both the chapters, right? So this number system consists of real numbers and imaginary numbers. So you can see this real number comes under what? Number system. So imaginary numbers will be studied in higher class. Now let's move to this real numbers. As you can see, these real numbers can be represented in a number line. Okay, so this number line, you know what is number line, right? So in this number line, the numbers starting from 1 to infinity, 1 2 3 etc. to infinity, these numbers are called natural numbers, and the numbers starting from 0 are known as whole numbers, right? And they are also known as non-negative integers. Okay, and these natural numbers are also called as positive integers, and the numbers starting from -1 to infinity, that is -1 -2 -3 etc. till infinity, those numbers are called negative integers. On the whole, these positive integers, negative integers, 0 altogether are known as what? Integers. Keep in mind, guys, this 0 is neither a positive integer nor a negative integer. Okay? And as you can see, in between the 0 and 1, we are having infinite numbers. These numbers are either fractions or irrational numbers. Now, let's see this in case of a tree diagram. See here, this real number is divided into rational numbers and irrational numbers. And this rational number is divided into integers and non-integers. Non-integers are what? Fractions. Okay. And these integers are divided into what? Negative integers and whole numbers. That is non-negative integers. Okay. And this whole numbers is divided into 0 and natural numbers, right? And what are all irrational numbers? You might be having it out. Square root values, all these square root of prime numbers basically. Okay, square root of 2, square root of 3, square root of 5, everything or what? Irrational number. And this pi, you used to for finding the area of a circle and all, you used to find, right? Pi value. Pi is an irrational number. You might be substituting 3.14, otherwise 22 by 7 and all. But if you check clearly, means that value of pi doesn't end with 3.14. Beyond that 4, there are non-terminating and non-repeating decimals. Okay. So pi is an irrational number. Then what about root 4, ma'am? Root 4 can also be an irrational. You might be having a question. But see clearly, root of 4 can be written as root of 2 into 2. So which will be equal to 2. Root 4 will be equal to what? 2. So that becomes an rational number, right? So we can tell square root of perfect squares. Square root of perfect squares are rational numbers, and whereas square root of non-perfect squares are irrational numbers. For example, take root 12. This can be written as 4 into 3. Then 4 is a perfect square, right? So you can write this root 12 as 2 into root 3. As I told previously, square root of prime numbers are irrational, right? So here 2 root 3 is also what? An irrational number. So therefore, square root of all non-perfect squares are irrational. Now, let's move to the definition for rational and irrational numbers. See here, the number which can be written in the form P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q not equal to 0 is known as rational number. So all the numbers which are in the form P by Q are known as what? Rational numbers. A Q should not be equal to 0. Why? What is the reason? If Q is 0 means then we won't get any answer. If denominator is 0 means then we will get what? Infinity. No answer at all. So here I have given few examples. 5 by 2. 0 by 1. 0 by 1 is what? 0, right? So 1 by 3, 5. What about Q then in case of 5? 5 by 1 is what? 5, right? So all the natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, everything are what? Rational numbers. They can be written in P by Q form. Okay. Next, irrational numbers. The numbers which cannot be written in the form P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q not equal to 0, is known as irrational numbers. As I told previously, square root of all the prime numbers and square root of all non-perfect squares and this pi. All are what? Irrational numbers. Okay. Next, let's move to the prime numbers. So what do you know about prime numbers? A number which is divided by itself and by 1 is called prime numbers. So a prime number should have exactly 2 factors. As you can see, the numbers 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, you see clearly means these numbers are divided by itself and by only 1 only. Other than these, they don't have any factors at all. So these numbers are what? Prime numbers. In case of 1 have only 1 factor. Therefore, it is neither a prime number nor a composite number. Now coming to composite numbers, a number which has at least 1 factor other than the number itself and 1 is called a composite number. So other than 1 and the number, it should have extra 1 factor means then it is an composite number. So you can tell a number having more than 2 factors are known as composite numbers. Example 4, 6, 8, 9, etc. Here you are having one word ma. What is the smallest composite even integer? 4. And what is the smallest composite odd number? 9. Okay. These are few questions which is asked in board exams also. Okay. Then coprime. What do you know about coprime? Any two numbers having HCF as 1 is known as what? Coprime. Or you can tell two numbers having common factor as 1 is called what? Coprime integers. So here example 2 and 3. These two numbers have HCF as 1. Therefore, these two numbers are coprime integers. And 16 and 21. So what are all the factors of 16? 2 power 4, and for 21, 3 into 7. These doesn't have any common factor other than 1. So the HCF of the two numbers is 1. So we can tell the 16 and 21 are coprime integers. Clear? Now let's move to the decimal expansion of this rational and irrational numbers. Okay. So when you're dividing a number, if you get the remainder as 0, okay, so 10 divided by 2, you will get the remainder as 0, right? Quotient as 5 and remainder as 0. So if you got the remainder as 0 means then that is known as terminating decimal expansion. Okay, if remainder is not equal to 0 means then it is known as non-terminating decimal expansion. Okay, this non-terminating can be of two types. Okay. One is non-terminating recurring, which is known as a repeating, recurring or repeating, and non-recurring decimal expansion. What do you know about recurring, ma? Recurring means repeating, a number repeating again and again. For example, when you divide 5 by 3, you will get the remainder as 2 and the quotient as 1, right? So again, on dividing that 2, you'll add one decimal point in the quotient and you will add a 0 in the remainder and you will proceed the division, right? So your quotient will be 1.6666. The number 6 will be repeating again and again. Why? Because your remainder will be the same till the end. It doesn't end at all. So here, if you see the quotient clearly, means it is 1.6666 till infinity it will be going. Okay, so the 6 is repeating, right? So it can be written as 1.6 bar. Bar represents the particular number is repeating. Okay, so this is about non-terminating and recurring decimal. Okay, so this terminating and non-terminating and recurring decimal, these two comes under rational numbers. Okay, as you can see clearly, I have given this example 5 divided by 3, right? This is a fraction, p by q form. So this is definitely a rational number. Clear? So a decimal expansion, if it is terminating and terminating, no, so a non-terminating recurring, both comes under rational numbers. Whereas non-terminating and non-recurring decimal expansion comes under irrational numbers. For example, you can take the pi value. Okay, I hope the concepts are very clear to you. Coming back to the hierarchy tree, here we can tell all the natural numbers are whole numbers, all whole numbers are integers, all integers are rational numbers. But the converse is not true. What do you mean by converse? We can't tell all integers are whole numbers, right? So that is the converse. So it is not true at all. Only the whole numbers are integers. Integers are rational numbers. All rational numbers are real numbers. Only bottom to top is possible, but top to bottom is not possible. Clear? That's it, guys. This is an introduction for both number system and real numbers. Hope you are clear in this concept. Thank you.